Okay, so you're supposed to solve this quadratic equation by factoring, and whenever you're going to factor a quadratic equation or any kind of equation or any kind of polynomial expression, always look for a common factor first. All right, so 2x squared and 18 both have a common factor of 2. So you need to factor that out before you even start trying to factor the quadratic. So factor out the 2 first. So if you factor out a 2 for your first term, you'll have left x squared. Because 2 times x squared is 2x squared. And then minus, if you factor out a 2 from 18, you will have a 9 left over. And so in your parentheses now you've got x squared minus 9, because 2 times the quantity x squared minus 9 is 2x squared minus 18. So you're just factoring, you're rewriting the expression. All right, so you've factored out the common factor now, and what you have left in that parentheses is a difference of squares. Right, it is x squared minus 3 squared. All right, so that's called a difference of squares. It's when there's subtraction and the two things you're subtracting are perfect squares. And the formula for that is always a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. All right, a plus b and a minus b are what we call conjugates, because they look exactly alike except for one, that middle sign is opposite, plus and minus. All right, so now you have this equation. You have 2 times this difference of squares. So I'm going to rewrite the difference of squares. I'm going to factor it as x plus 3 and x minus 3. All right, so now you have 3 factors here. You've got 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 3. And that all equals 0. Now, if you multiply things together and your product is 0, then you know that one of those things has to be 0. Now, 2 obviously cannot be 0, so I'm not going to worry about that. The other 2 factors could be 0. X plus 3 could be 0, or x minus 3 could be 0. If x plus 3 is 0, that means that x is negative 3. If x minus 3 is 0, that means that x is 3. So the 2 solutions to this equation are x equals either 3 or negative 3. So those are the solutions to that equation. So remember, whenever you factor any kind of expression or equation, always look for a common factor. Look for a common factor first. Look at each term and see if they have a common factor, a number that divides evenly into both of them. Factor that out first and then finish factoring.